Thanks for coming to watch this video. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of understanding supply and demand. You know, it's one of the basic principles of business is supply and demand. There is a need and someone fulfills that need and they get paid for fulfilling that need. Well, one easier way to say is years ago I learned a little saying. It says, find a problem, solve that problem, and get paid in the process. You know, I've been an entrepreneur since childhood. I remember one day I lived in an apartment complex, and the manager's son, he and I were the same grade, went to the same school. And I was walking to school probably, you know, back in the day it was okay. I walked 30 blocks or so to get to school. It took me a good 30 minutes. And I would see him and his dad drive by in their huge pink Cadillac. And, you know, on cold days, man, I was like, dude, I wish I had a ride. And there's a guy that lives a couple of apartments away from me, and he's going to school riding in style every single day. And so I became friends with him in the apartment complex. And one day I asked him, I said, you know, I see you go to school every morning and you pass me by. And I was just wondering if I could catch a ride with you. I'll be sure that, you know, you won't be late or anything like this. I'll always be early. And would it be okay? So we checked with his dad. Dad said fine. My mom and parents said it was okay. So I started riding with him. Well, I didn't know that he took a little detour every day. And so what he would do is his dad would drive him to the 7-Eleven store, and he would get a carton of chocolate milk and white powdered donuts and have that to eat on the way to school. And he would sit there, especially on a cold day, and sit in the warm car and finish eating that and then get out and go to class. And so that was kind of a discovery for me. So the very next day, I asked for some monies, my allowance, so to speak. And so I got my allowance and went into the store with him and got what I wanted. And I got a couple of pieces of bubble gum. Now, I don't know how it is now. It's probably the same. But chewing gum was like taboo. It was a no-no. And what I would do is be chewing some regardless of the rules. I would chew until the teacher found out and made me spit it out. Well, that particular morning I had 2 pieces of gum. Now gum back then, bubble gum, like Double Bubble, we had the cartoon or the tattoo inside. It was kind of cool. Or Bazooka, you know, it was another brand name. Anyway, we would, you know, be chewing this bubble gum, and I'd be sitting there chewing my bubble gum, and I'd be talking to my friend, just smacking and blowing bubbles before school started. And some of my friends would say, you know, can I have some gum? Can I borrow some gum? Because always, can I borrow? And I thought, no, I'm not going to let you borrow my gum because I don't want to give it back. I don't want you to give it back. And so I just said, you know, well, I've got 1 piece right here. I'll sell to you for a dime. A dime, of course. Now bubble gum back then was you can get 2 for a nickel, and I thought, you know, that was pretty good. So I figured, you know, I got it. You want it. If you want it that bad, it's going to cost you a dime. Well, they would say, heck no, man. I don't want to buy your gum for 10 cents. I could go to the store and do that. I'm thinking, well, why don't you go ahead and go to the store? Sometimes I'd tell them that. So I learned that I had discovered a need. Somebody wanted something from me that I could supply. And if I could supply it on a regular basis and to enough people, then I could make some money and I could profit from it. So the next day, instead of buying the carton of milk and donuts just like my friend did, I took that money and invested it into 2 pockets full of bubble gum. And I got different flavors. And the special, the one with the cartoons was the most desired. So that was the Bazooka. So I got the Bazooka bubble gum, and it was probably, you know, a nickel a piece, or if you bought so many, they would give you a discount. And so I would buy like $1's worth of gum. So I had my pockets loaded full. And I'd go to the homeroom, and before class would start, and kids would come in and say, "Hey, Rick, do you have any gum?" "Yeah, I do." "How much is it?" "2 for a quarter." "2 for a quarter, oh my God. If I was at the store, I could go. I said, "But you're not at the store, and I've got the gum right now, and I've got it all day long. So if you want to be chewing gum all day long and have you know, access to it, it's 2 for a quarter." And so I would sell it 2 for a quarter. And, you know, they would reluctantly give me their quarters. So I, you know, would take a handful of dollars worth and get several dollars worth of by the end of the day. And so I learned that I could make, you know, 5 times as much or 4 times as much, and take that $4, take $1 and reinvest it for the next day, and just begin to regenerate or recycle that supply. That supply and that demand principle. So that brings me to this point. I want to point out something. I'm an entrepreneur, self-employed entrepreneur. I've been doing this, like I say in my story, all the time and all my life. And I found ways to turn a dollar, used to say in the day, turn a nickel, turn a dime. I found something recently I'd like to invite you to take a look at. It's a way of learning how to make money, and not necessarily just anywhere, but how to make money online. This program has really turned my life upside down and given me a new and a fresh approach to online marketing. I do quite a bit of online marketing, and in my future video, I'm going to tell you more about that, how I make money online. But there's a link right below this video. I'd like to invite you to click that link and take a look at the opportunity that I've gotten into and several of my friends have started to get into, and it's just changing our lives. It's given us financial freedom and helping us to take our stories, what we talk about, what we're interested in, and taking that and making it into a money-making machine and getting paid by sharing our story, just like I did on this video. So I invite you to do 2 things. Number 1 is subscribe to this video channel, and that way you'll get to know and have notification of any videos that I do in the future, and I promise you I'm going to be doing lots more. And so you'll be the first one to find out, and I want to share more information about how to make money. And then secondly, go ahead and click the link below and take a look at this video. It's a short video. And then come back here and tell me what you think about it. I'd love to hear your opinion, and I'd love to hear your opinion not only about the video that you're going to see, but about this video as well. Well, that's enough for now. This is Rick Patterson. I'll see you next time.